Look closely at the creature perched in your living room. You see an evolutionary marvel designed to outlast your youth, your career, and your life. When humans blanket this wild mind with mammalian definitions of love, they sentence them to decades of chronic depression. By joining this journey of avian discovery today, you reset that contract. Let us unlock the 5 evolutionary desires of your companion, culminating in the 5th, most critical psychological key that dictates their emotional survival. Well-meaning guardians stroke the back, wings, and torso of their parrot, viewing this full-body petting as a universal language of comfort and affection. However, avian biology paints a radically different picture. In the wild, tactile contact below the neck is reserved exclusively for monogamous pairs during courtship rituals. Repetitive stroking of these zones overstimulates the hypothalamic pituitary gonadal axis, triggering a cascade of reproductive hormones. This induces hyperestrogenism, chronic hormonal frustration, and territorial aggression because the bird identifies the human as a sexual mate who fails to fulfill the biological contract. To rectify this emotional imbalance, guardians must strictly confine physical touch to the head, neck, and cranial regions. This interaction mimics allogrooming, the non-sexual flock bonding ritual reinforcing safety without endocrine distress. Correcting touch calms their biochemistry, yet an emotionally stable body remains trapped if the mind starves in a golden cage of artificial abundance. Stroking the body sends a confusing courtship signal, shattering their neural peace. By shifting touch exclusively to the head, you step out of the role of a frustrating romantic partner and enter the comforting space of a true flock ally. Serving an overflowing, pristine bowl of seeds and pellets is viewed by humans as an act of luxury, safety, and care for a beloved companion. Yet this passive abundance triggers a severe cognitive crisis. Parrots possess a high encephalization quotient, rivaling advanced mammals. In their natural habitats, up to 80% of their daily energy is dedicated to problem solving, spatial navigation, and resource tracking. Eliminating this necessity causes a sharp drop in dopamine production, leading to agonizing boredom. This cognitive void is the direct root of stereotypic self-mutilation behaviors, including feather plucking. To heal this psychological wound, you must transition the environment from passive feeding to active foraging. Force the bird to solve mechanical puzzles, chew through safe wooden barriers, and manipulate objects to extract daily nourishment. A full bowl of food is a curse disguised as kindness because it strips away their primary evolutionary purpose. By hiding food inside puzzles, you ignite their neuroplasticity, replacing destruction with the primal joy of a successful mental hunt. Once the intellect is engaged through the hunting of sustenance, we must examine how this sovereign mind processes the evolutionary right of personal choice. Forcing a parrot to step up on a finger, handling them on demand, or entering their cage whenever humans wish is framed as integrating them into a loving family dynamic. In reality, as non-domesticated prey animals, parrots maintain a sensitive amygdala response that interprets sudden boundary violations as existential threats. Non-consensual handling deprives them of environmental agency, inducing learned helplessness. This downregulates coping mechanisms, elevating cortisol, and inducing systemic depression that damages their immune system. To foster trust, humans must implement consent-based training protocols. Utilizing target training allows the parrot to retain freedom to move toward or away from human interaction, transforming compliance into a mutual choice. Companionship is never forced. When we grab a bird or invade their territory without permission, survival instincts register humans as predators, forcing them into quiet despair. The moment you begin asking for permission through target training, allowing them the right to decline, you cease being a captor and become a trusted peer. Granting them autonomy establishes profound trust, but this bond can evaporate if daily lifestyles fracture their sense of time. Keeping avian companions awake under bright living room lights to watch television or socialize late into the evening is viewed as welcoming them into our lifestyle. However, parrots are dependent on circadian entrainment for survival. Their entire endocrine health, molting cycles, and emotional regulation rely on a strict 10 to 12-hour dark cycle to stimulate appropriate melatonin production. Unpredictable artificial lighting schedules desynchronize internal biological clocks, creating chronic neurological stress, systemic fatigue, and mood instability. To realign their biology, you must establish an unyielding, predictable sleep schedule that mirrors natural flock transitions at twilight. Use a dedicated, pitch-black sleep room or heavy acoustic blackout covers to shield them from human nocturnal activity. Parrots carry the sun in their genetic code. When we subject them to erratic, late-night schedules, we fracture their biological clock, plunging their nervous system into perpetual jet lag. Providing them with 12 hours of uninterrupted, predictable darkness is not just a husbandry requirement. It is a sacred boundary that restores balance to their entire neurological system. Rested and synchronized, they are ready for the fifth desire, the ultimate contract of the avian soul. Labeling and treating a parrot as a permanent 2-year-old child or a cute, dependent pet represents the ultimate misunderstanding of their species. Neurobiological studies confirm that the avian pallium possesses a cell density and structural connectivity matrix that directly rivals primate intelligence. Parrots evolved to operate within highly complex, egalitarian social networks where survival depends on mutual cooperation, shared vigilance, and advanced vocal communication, reducing them to dependent infants' conflicts directly with their evolutionary identity as highly capable co-navigators of their environment. To achieve true symbiotic realignment, you must engage with your parrot as an intellectual equal. Involve them in cooperative household tasks, offer continuous linguistic and cognitive challenges, and respect their distinct emotional boundaries as an independent, wild mind. Your parrot is not a perpetual human infant wrapped in feathers. They're an ancient, sovereign intelligence that evolved to navigate vast ecosystems and complex social matrices. When we treat them like helpless infants, we insult their evolutionary heritage. The ultimate gift you can offer your parrot is an intellectual partnership built on mutual respect, cooperative challenges, and a quiet recognition of their brilliant, non-human mind. To share your life with a parrot is to accept one of the rarest privileges on earth, which is a wild, undomesticated creature choosing to walk through the decades of a human lifetime alongside you. This is not the simple, hierarchical bond of owner and pet. It is a profound, lifelong sanctuary built on scientific understanding and radical empathy. When we replace human bias with avian science, we unlock a depth of companionship that few other species can offer. If this deep dive has shifted your perspective, please share this video to help heal the lives of companion birds everywhere. Subscribe to join our growing sanctuary community, and leave a comment below sharing the unique, intelligent ways your companion communicates their sovereign will to you every day. Together, we can honor the ancient spirit of these magnificent birds and build a future where they truly thrive in our care. By rewriting our daily habits, we ensure their lifetime of loyalty is met with genuine understanding, transforming your living space into a true biological haven that protects their incredible minds across multiple decades.